Hi, I'm Eric Dewey.
And this is Steve O'Mooney.
And I'm Matthew Renfro.
And we're Socially Awkward. You're listening to another great production on the Four-Eyed Radio Network. Check out more shows at foureyedradio.com.
It's your good pal, Steve-O from the Four-Eyed Radio Network. I'm here to talk to you about a wonderful designer we all know, Revenge Lover. Illustrates and designs that fit your personality. For samples and inquiries, please visit revengelover.com. And just do yourself a favor and tell them Steve-O sent you. I know it really doesn't count for anything, but, I mean, come on. Who are you gonna trust? You gonna trust somebody else? No, you're gonna trust me, Steve-O. Because, face it, I'm awesome.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? We're back. Appropriately Inappropriate is back. I didn't say that right. Appropriately Inappropriate is back.
It's such a mouthful.
How was everybody's Thanksgiving? We hope it was awesome. I love Thanksgiving. It's my favorite holiday ever for the whole entire year. It's all I think about all day. Then when Thanksgiving happens and I'm done eating, I think about next year and how I'm going to love Thanksgiving. Dude, it's my favorite holiday.
Are you white meat or dark meat?
I mean, not
love
black ladies, but...
Well, I mean, really.
I don't think I care.
You don't care? Okay.
I don't think so.
That's how unracist you are.
This is how much I love Thanksgiving. Capriati's is a sandwich shop.
I love that place.
And the Bobby is like turkey stuffing, cranberries, mayonnaise on then like bread that's good.
It won the best sandwich in the United States.
Yeah, it's the fucking greatest thing on earth, except the last one I had bones in it. So I was like, at least the turkey's fresh, but...
Gizzard. You got the gizzard one.
Yeah, it was really 2 bones. I was like, can I sue them? I didn't, but the Jew in me was like, I really should.
Yeah.
Guys, follow me on Twitter at I am Kevin Elliot. That's the same thing on Instagram and just all social media stuff at I am Kevin Elliot. And then Nance.
You can find me at Capriati's. You can find me on Instagram at Garrigus.
Have you been posting?
I posted something, but I'll do another post. I'm so forgetful.
Well, you got this baby thing, man. You got
Eats my brain.
So much shit going on. Our guest this week is a dude that I just met for the first time, like not long ago, and we were talking. Dude, we were talking, and
2 weeks ago, huh?
Yeah, and.
It's a new relationship. We still got the butterflies,
Sure.
But listen, no, the conversation, we just started talking and just kind of hit it off as a gay couple or whatever. But I mean, I think I'm straight. I don't know about him, but and if you are, dude, cool.
He is straight.
If you are, I got a lot of decisions to make, and we were talking, and he was saying all this funny shit, and I'm like, all right, when can you come on the show? And we're gonna stop talking because we'll just talk again when you're on the show. He's like, all right, cool, and I just walked away. So I haven't talked to him since.
He wasn't being rude. He just wanted to say that. I know. We'll be talking. He's like, stop talking. Oh, okay.
So on the show with us this week, if you've read the title of the show, is Kapono Rowe. What's happening, brother?
Nothing much, guys. Yeah, I'm Kapono Rowe. You can follow me on Twitter at RoseYourBoat, R-O-W-E, like you spell my last name. At RoseYourBoat. You can follow me on Instagram at my first name is Kapono because...
love your name.
Yeah, because people always ask me, like, oh, is Kapono your first name? Like, no, I'm that asshole
it's
who
my
introduces...
only name.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
well, dude, Jason Kapono played for UCLA. My UCLA boy.
Yeah, it's actually, it's way more common, like, in Hawaii, so...
Yeah, true. Are you Hawaiian?
Yes. I wanted to get that out of the way before.
Thank you.
Yeah, mahalo.
Mahalo.
You're very welcome. I am Hawaiian, so that's. But yeah, you can follow me there. Add me on Facebook. I guess if you listen to this podcast, you're automatically one of my friends. I have to let you do that. So add me on Facebook, Kapono Rowe. And if you live in the Phoenix area, come out to Grand Avenue Pizza on Tuesday nights because I run #Comedy Corner, the open mic. So yeah, those are the plugs.
Where you and Kev met?
Huh? No. We met at Stand Up Scottsdale. Yeah.
My home away from home. Really is.
Yeah. At the one of the best open mics in the Valley, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a fun place to go.
It is. Just
if
a fun
I could go
hangout.
to any comedy place, that's my favorite place.
Yeah, I mean the first 10 comics are probably going to get some of the best open mic comedy you can get in Phoenix, but after that, I mean, like, it's stage time and it's wonderful for what it is, and I love it for that, really.
Yeah. I just like hanging out.
Yeah.
They're like,
It's a
Kevin,
fun
you're up
place.
next. I'm like, God damn it. I'm in conversation.
I'm talking to
Push me,
people.
push me.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care about it.
Then
Really,
I go
can you guys
up.
wait?
I go up mad. It's like, I was supposed to come up now, so I'm coming up now, but I really want to get this over with. It's truly ruining my hangout time outside. So Kapono, my man. First off, you're Hawaiian.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean you're from Hawaii, or your parents? Like, what does that mean?
So it means that I'm just natively Hawaiian. I'm a Phoenician. I'm from here. I'm from Phoenix. Represent Valley of the Sun, whatever. No, but I am natively Hawaiian. That means like my parents have basically like, well, the side of this mountain in Hawaii on the island of Oahu, my family's basically owned since like before it was America.
The side of a mountain?
Yeah, pretty much.
Holy
They had
shit,
slaves.
dude.
Yeah, like pretty much like yeah. we
Good
did.
thing Chappelle left.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want him finding out about that.
No, well, and we were also slaves, so it's kind of like it's a win-lose-win
Well, Hawaiians are all
situation.
farmers.
Yeah.
So everyone has to work.
Well, the story of Hawaii is very interesting. The kingdom was overthrown for pineapples. Seriously, that's not even like racist
I'm
or
doing a
anything. Like
project.
that's just the truth. Like
My daughter's doing a project on the Queen of Hawaii right now. They're only
Queen
Lili Okalani.
Lili Okalani.
Yeah,
yeah.
so I know all
Amidala.
about this.
Queen Amidala.
Well, that's the Queen of Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, Princess. No, Queen Amidala. Yes. Yeah, I'm the
the
only one
nerdiest
who
thing
didn't
I've
get
ever known.
a cool name either.
nerd for knowing
Actually.
that.
That's a cool name. What do you mean? What are the other names?
Well, like, so the rest of my cousins, my sister and I were the only ones who like weren't named by a witch doctor. Like my cousins were named by like
shit.
witch doctors, like legitimate, like pray to the gods, like smoke and stuff, And like, so I have cousins whose names are like, one of my cousins' name is like Ku'ulavena Kanoe Ohi'iaka, just like
Whoa.
insane.
Spell that.
That
No,
is
you
way
don't have
Hawaiian.
to. It's okay.
Yeah, it's like the real deal.
Holy shit! His name comes with a surfboard.
So
A
Hawaiian
surfboard and tier pineapple. That's what it comes with.
pineapple blood and sugarcane.
Yeah, pineapple blood and sugarcane. That's pretty much what's going on. But I'm half
Oh,
Mexican as
delicious.
well. My middle name's Diego. So
Whoa, dude,
Look
cool.
at you.
yeah, I'm American. I'm not the tried and true blonde and blue,
Yeah.
but I'm a
Definitely
You don't need
not,
sunscreen.
still.
That's the only difference.
yeah,
Ooh,
exactly.
Good call, dude.
Yeah.
Good call.
You got cool names.
Yeah, I do.
You have cool names.
Yo, you got some mad shit names, dog.
Do you know who's got good names?
Yeah, I love it. Good for you.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's rad. I want a cool Hawaiian name.
Give-
What would mine be?
name Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin, let's go with Kalani.
Kalani?
I'm
That
so
sounds like.
jealous.
But
Yeah.
that sounds like I'm they're cleaning out my asshole.
Colonic.
Kind of sounds like close to
Kalani.
like Kleenex too. Like
Yeah.
I like
It doesn't
Kalani.
have that puku shell kind of ring.
It doesn't. It doesn't. I can't wear puka shells. I just feel like too stereotypical.
Oh, is it puka?
Yeah, it's puka.
I said puku.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, no, you know what? It's grammar, and I didn't know. and I'm
Luau,
embarrassed.
hula, whatever. Same thing.
Oh, yeah, the old apple in the pig's mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
Been there, my friend.
Actually, it's I don't even want to know. Is that supposed to be sexual? or-
I don't think so, but
well.
I'm
It could
Jewish,
be.
so it had to be weird for my family to hear it. You know, like
well.
get away
Supposed
from the
to be
pig.
sexual. I didn't even go there.
Well,
Why
I mean,
not?
like I make jumps to sexuality all the time.
That's
like,
okay.
Well,
That's-
apple in a pig's mouth, like that sounds like somebody has grease on
None
them
of
and
those
like some
have
weird stuff's
anything
going
to
on.
It's
do with
weird to
sex.
call other people's moms pigs, but it's like, dude, she got an apple in her mouth. Like, what the fuck? What am I supposed to do? Just
Put her on
cleaning
a
house.
spit.
You know, she didn't.
Oh
she
yeah,
didn't
that's
want
what
a
it's
normal
called,
gag,
dude, right?
She wanted an apple. Like,
She wanted a ball gag with
she
flavor.
gets what she wants.
Hey,
Okay,
an apple a day.
that took on a whole new meaning. That was great.
Oh my.
Holy shit, dude! I'm having fun.
I'm having a great time as well. Yeah, definitely.
Good, good.
I wish he was in traditional wear, like a skirt, like a poncho. That would-
like a
Perfect.
full skirt and a poncho.
Yeah.
What's the ink on your arm?
It is the Tower of Sauron from Lord of the Rings.
Whoa, I've never seen it. But
Yeah.
I'm looking at the tattoo. It's real cool, dude.
Yeah,
It is cool.
Let's plug Golden Rule Tattoo downtown Phoenix. Jason Anthony, he did this in 3 hours. He was
No
great.
way.
3 hours. That
3
looks
hours,
like it
the whole
took
sleeve.
Someone's whole career.
Yeah, he won Best Tattooer. I had to wait 6 months.
Dude,
I had to wait
worth
6
it.
months to like get this guy to do my work. It was.
How'd you find him?
I mean, I just. He won Best Tattoo for a Gimli tattoo, which is also Lord of the Rings. So I just, as soon as I knew I wanted this since I was like 12 years old.
That's when you know you got the right tattoo.
Exactly. I'm not going to regret this
still
later.
don't know
It's
what
not
I'd
like
get.
it's not like my ex-girlfriend's name backwards on my neck. You know, like it's not a bad tattoo.
I know. Hopefully, my son doesn't break up with me.
Right. Or change his name.
Disowns you and just walks away.
Oh yeah, he could change his name legally.
He could.
I'll
do
be
that.
so pissed.
Just to be spiteful. Then you have to change your tattoo.
He likes it.
What's
He
your
does?
other
Yeah,
tattoo?
he likes it. Well, my right arm is like all my child based, so my Forever Grateful, No Time Wasted in the Clock is the time is his birthday, and then this one is just Laugh, Think, Cry with the mic stand through the middle.
Oh, that's really cool. I like that. I
Thanks,
enjoyed
man.
that.
Thanks. And then Braden, and then I have a ruler tattooed on my cock, so women they know how big it is.
Exactly how long it is.
But I have it started at 6
That's
inches.
his Tinder
on my close to
profile
my-
picture.
I see.
It's like no time wasted.
I've always wanted a guy mowing a lawn by my pubes. And I've always wanted to like shave one little strip, you know, so he could be like mowing my pubes. Like, but I don't think I'll ever
funny.
get that. I could never.
Nah,
Have.
I don't think a tattoo artist would be thrilled either.
No,
Yeah.
God, no.
No one wants to give that tattoo.
I mean, okay, so all creepy tattoo guys like want to tattoo the under boob, but none of them want to tattoo my pubes. Like not a one.
Yeah.
Tattoos are, I told you, they're addicting, dude. You get one, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, oh, what am I going to get
And
next?
they're incredibly
I can't
painful.
stop.
Yeah,
I don't-
but I mean, it's kind of like S&M, you know? It's like incredibly painful, but incredibly addictive too. Like, you know, I want more of it because of the pain, right?
Mine haven't hurt. The ones I've gotten haven't hurt yet. But they're also
that
like this,
sucks.
the shit up here in your arm, like
Yeah.
Right, when
the
it's
inside
different
part of your
places.
bicep or whatever.
What's
that
supposed to
apparently
hurt
hurts.
the most?
Your ribs
Yeah.
and your foot.
Anything with a bone right under
Probably.
it.
And like my friend got a tattoo right between the armpit and the right here,
man.
and that supposedly was like awful.
You know, I watched this show, Impractical Jokers.
Yeah.
So funny.
Real funny.
And someone lost some kind of a bet, and the one dude had to get his nipples pierced. It was
Oh, man.
so funny to watch. It looked like the most painful thing I've ever seen.
I can't watch that.
I
dude.
have
I've heard nipple piercing is just up there. with
see, but
the most
I
painful
don't
thing.
I don't know about that because like, well, I mean, it probably is, but I have some friends who are like super into that stuff. I have friends who are like clowns, right? Well, less clowns, but more sideshow performers.
Right, like freak
And-
show?
Yeah, like freak show performers.
freak show.
And yeah, they're really cool. And you know, they do like bed of nails and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like, my friend showed me a picture, and this is not even a lie. I shit you not, okay? That this girl had. I can't even describe it without being graphic, but it's literally a drill bit. There was a drill bit. So imagine a power tool drill bit, you know, those
Yeah.
things, right? And it was super. It had a drill bit that was super long, and she drilled through her boobs.
Why?
I don't know, but that was real.
Like that was her act, or she
That
just
was
did
her
it
act.
once?
It was on stage. And no, I mean, I'm sure she only did it once. Like, I'm positive that would be some form of mutilation. But
Right. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, some form. It would be exactly a form
yeah,
of
exactly,
mutilation.
exactly. But I
weirdo.
had them on my one of my shows, my present show at the Alwyn House. Another plug. I do a monthly show as well, my present show. And I had some clowns on that show, and a dude set his dick on fire. Like, and my dad was at the show. And my dad comes up to me after the show, and my dad was like, and my dad's like super traditional Hawaiian guy. My dad's like, Pono, that guy set his dick on fire. He's like, he did that for you. He did that for you. And I was just like, all right, Dad, like, calm down. Like, yes, he did it, but it's part of his act, you know?
Cleared
Like,
those herpes right up.
yeah. Well, like, and there was like a puff of,
There's
like,
one way to get rid of it,
yeah,
but I don't think you're gonna want to go through it.
Not many people are willing to do it.
it's like it's gonna make you squeamish, if you know what I mean. But like he has to shave, you know, because it could just go up in flames.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
dude.
think if I have any like crazy like hidden talents that like nobody else can do, and I don't think I do.
I don't even think that's like really a talent. I just think that's just like
Weird.
the audacity to do something crazy like that.
Like a
you know?
stunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's not like, oh, this is talented. It's like, oh, no pun
Well, but did he
intended, but I have the
keep the
balls.
penis?
Yeah. Oh, he kept the penis.
Well, that's kind of a talent.
Yeah, well, that is kind of a talent. It's true. And it's just like, it gets weird and sexual. Like I said, this is going to go there a lot.
Like, do you ever say, okay, no, that's too far for my show?
No.
Like, do you have to audition them first, or you just trust that they're going to go up there and do a good job?
That all depends on the venue. Like, if I talk to the venue and I'm like, hey, can there be nudity and fire, and they're like, sure, there can be nudity and fire. I'm like, yes, nudity and fire. And then it has to fit the specific requirements that I want, Obviously, I'm not going to...
Pyrotechnics? Pyrotechnics?
Yeah.
That often ends in stampeding death.
I know.
So be careful of that.
That's true. That's true.
But it's a cool word.
Pyrotechnics?
Yeah.
It is a cool word.
Pyro hands.
It's one of those words that like, you feel smarter using just like instantly, Because it's,
I always
any word that's more than 4 syllables for me, I'm like, yes.
That's a good
and like
word.
every time I get it right, I actually say it, I'm like, I nailed that. Like, got it.
Yeah.
So tell me about. I sent a post out on Facebook a couple weeks ago, just like thanking people for running rooms in general, like comedy, just places do comedy, because I don't ever want to do it ever. It's so goddamn stressful.
Oh my gosh.
So first of all, what made you even do it, and then two, like, what's it like for you to have to put shows on?
So what made me do it? I've only actually. So here's another thing. I've only been doing comedy for about a year and a half. No, not even. Actually, no. A week ago was my year. I remember reading something about like what's good for first year comics to do. Because I'm one of those people who's like, if you're gonna do something, you do it. You know what I mean? Like, don't. Because a lot of people talk about their first year and they're like, I only went to open mics every like 2 months or whatever, and blah blah blah. I'm like, no, that's not gonna be me. So. First and foremost, I was like, I can guarantee myself 20 minutes on stage every week, at least. Like, I'm going to take that. Like, I can be comfortable in front of a mic. I need that. I want that. People are going to have to know who I am in the scene. I want that as well. So, to me, it was like a very smart and very logical move to make,
Yeah.
I didn't see myself not running that room. And then it was the first room I ever did a mic at. So, Leslie Barton, when Leslie ran it. And, I loved it, and I loved everything about it. It's in the backyard of a pizza joint. Like, it's really small. It's sort of underground. So like even so, being a first year comic, it was like, it's not too big, it's not too flashy. My name won't be out there too much because I'm still trying to hide behind the scenes sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially like, So I was just like, it's perfect for me. Like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna run it, and so that's that part of the question. The second part is, how is it putting on shows? Exhausting, to be completely honest. It's just, you can't, especially being a show in the beginning of the week, right?
Well, trying to control their people is exhausting.
Right, exactly. And it's just like, sometimes you just want to grab people and like be like, be an adult about this, like the show says it starts at 9. Be there at 8:50.
Yeah.
Well, Kevin usually gets the guests for this show, and he was out of town for a while, and I was in charge of getting some guests, and it was more like, I was just like, oh my god, how does he do this?
And then people were like looking at me, being like, it's 9:30. Why hasn't the show started yet? And I'm like, half my comics aren't here yet. I'm not going to start a show like. And this is nothing against anyone specifically, obviously. I love all of them.
You know who you are.
Yeah, exactly. If you're listening, I will start a show without you from now on. I don't know. But yeah. And then Cole, you had Cole on. He was running the show with me for a little while. I just did air quotes for everybody else. You guys couldn't see it. I'm just letting you know now. He was running the show with me for a little while, and that was good. It's really nice to have a co-producer, but he's doing more improv now, so he's kind of like stepped out of the limelight there. So running the show by myself has kind of been like very hard, and it's just like, okay, I have to create a flyer every week. I have to do, and it's. I'm just lazy as a person, Like, let's just be honest.
You need like a team. Like, everybody's good at something. So
exactly.
Assign whoever's good at flyers to do flyers, and that's not stressful for them. Maybe.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not going to like assemble like the Avengers over a.
Why not?
Like a Tuesday night pizza show, you know what I mean? I get paid in pizza. I don't even get paid. Like, I do it for the love, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I have nothing to offer to anyone else for anything, really. So everything that people do for me, But I mean, that being said, Michael Longfellow is actually co-producing with me now, so that'll be fun. That's that. So
that's cool, man. Thank you for doing it.
Yeah, definitely.
Because God knows,
he does it for free.
That's crazy.
I know. I do it for pizza.
I would do it for pizza. I don't know how to do it, and I would do it
it's
for
the
pizza. I get that.
Oh God, I say this joke every week at the place, but like, it's the best pizza on Grand Ave. It really is. I'm the only pizza on Grand Ave, but like, it's the best pizza on Grand Ave for sure. Grand Ave Pizza Company, though, they're a great place. They support local comedy, so go and support them.
Yeah, for sure. And what night is it?
Tuesday nights. Starts at 9:00.
Okay, everybody go. That's in the Valley, and if you're not in the Valley, fucking make a vacation and go.
Come for people outside of the Valley. Come July and August. It's the best time of year. You'll love it. So. Yeah.
Don't leave Arizona without seeing Grand Avenue.
Yeah,
it's an experience.
And the Grand Canyon.
It's a little bit different, but just like a little.
Well, one's actually grand, and the other's
an avenue.
And Grand Avenue of all avenues is like,
it's crazy.
It's questionable.
Grand Avenue is crazy
because like all the strip clubs look closed, but they're all still open. It's a very weird thing.
It's an interesting part of town. I'll say that.
Yeah, it's its own part of town. Yes, definitely. Yeah. You know how like in like other towns they say like the other side of the railroad tracks? Well, Grand Avenue is the railroad tracks.
It's all of the railroad tracks.
So it's literally the railroad.
I've had to make a turn there a couple times, and I just hate it. It's like 15 lanes.
Yeah, it's and the rest of Phoenix is very like logical, it's like the grid system, and then all of a sudden Grand Ave just comes and fucks everything. It's diagonal.
It is diagonal.
There's 15 lanes involved in Grand Avenue.
In Phoenix, like in other cities, there's crisscrossing lanes everywhere, and they just know. We get one crisscrossing lane, and it's just over.
In order to go straight on Grand Avenue, you have to make a left. It doesn't make any sense, dude.
Yeah, it's wild.
And it's been here. Grand Avenue's been in Phoenix.
It was like the first road.
Street, yeah.
Well, yeah, because it's the thing that goes to Vegas, and everybody doesn't want to be in Phoenix. So like they're like, let's go to Vegas, do it right now.
Get out of here. That's so funny.
Yeah.
True,
dude. So have you born and raised in Phoenix?
Yeah.
So that sucks, but Nance, you're that way.
Yeah.
You're a native. Mm-hmm. That's what that means, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Where you're a native to Phoenix,
California.
But you're Hawaiian.
But first of all, where did you grow up in Phoenix?
Glendale, the west side.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we West Siders call it. No, I grew up in Glendale, Arizona, on 43rd Avenue in Glendale.
I used to work on 43rd Avenue in Glendale.
Where'd you,
exactly.
What?
In these pink office buildings. Mm-hmm. It was literally 43rd Avenue in Glendale.
Yeah. Well, those were not there when I grew up.
No,
Are they still there?
They've been there since like the 80s.
Pink office buildings. Oh,
it's
God.
like there's a car dealership on the right if you're heading, I believe, west. Car dealership on the right and an office building on the left.
Oh, shit.
It's an Adobe-style office building.
Oh, my God. I know exactly what you're talking about now. Yeah, definitely. My mind just drew a blank.
I worked there for years.
Because I live downtown now, but yeah. I grew up...
I mean, that's straight up.
Yeah.
It's not safe.
No, it wasn't... So I always say that I went to St. Mary's Catholic, so I went to a Catholic high school.
It's right around there.
But St. Mary's is actually downtown, so St. Mary's is like in the central of downtown. But I also went to a Catholic middle school, like in the neighborhood, and I always say a Catholic uniform is never the right colors. Like, let me tell you right now, you are a sore thumb if you're walking in a Catholic uniform.
What is it usually, like bright greens and blues?
Oh, but yeah, mine was bright red, bright red and khaki pants.
Awful.
Oh, it was awful. It was really bad. And I remember I got my bike stolen. I got jumped once or twice, just walking by the public school, because I had to walk directly on my way home was walking right by the public middle school, and they saw me and they oh, that's an outsider. He was pegged right then and there.
Damn.
Yeah, well, they were the outsiders and I was the
private school. You were the private school.
I was a private school kid. I was the, what are they, Socks? From The Outsiders, the book.
Oh, I don't know. I don't never read. I don't read. I said I've never read. I don't read. What the fuck is wrong?
Not a person. Never read.
Our generation didn't read. We read 2 books, and we did reports on them all through high school.
Yeah, we chose the same book every time.
Anne Frank, The Diary of Anne Frank. That was the book I chose.
I didn't even
It served
do that.
me well from elementary to maybe high school even.
Yeah.
And I never even read it.
What do you mean by it served you well?
Like every time I had to do a book report, that was the book I chose.
Okay, I thought you were like, you always pulled life lessons out of like.
Well, and I never even fully read it.
Right.
Now I read all the time now, but I mean, I didn't. I mean,
as an adult, I think that you're reading all the time is just like kind of a thing, right?
Yeah, I guess. But when I was a kid in school, supposed to be reading.
Yeah, it's true.
I never even read that book, and I did book reports on it all through school. So
Cliff Notes. That was the thing, right?
I didn't even go that far. I think I just skimmed to the back and hoped for the best.
All right.
It went well.
I just made up mine. I looked at the title. I'm like, To Kill a Mockingbird, huh?
Well, that poor bird.
Yeah. Sucked to be the bird.
Well, and then it was like conveniently, if there was a movie on it or something, I would pick that book.
Right.
And
right.
the movie had to be shown in class. Like I didn't go out of my way to go see a movie on a book I didn't read.
Well, yeah, Yeah.
No,
let's just go ahead and say fuck books, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now they're fine, but but back then I hated them.
Yeah.
My kids have to read constantly.
Yeah, same
My
here.
5th grader reads all the time, like long books.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
And I'm always telling her, I'm like, there's an audio on that. She's like, whatever. You're wasting my time.
I love audiobooks because
So do
you
I.
can listen to them, but you
I
don't
like
have
the
to read them
readers.
yourself. Yeah, exactly.
If it's a good reader, it makes the biggest difference. If it's
How
not
do you
a
know
good
if it's a
reader-
good reader?
Because they entertain you.
Can you test it first?
Like, so you could go
I'm
online.
dead
You
serious.
have to go online and read the reviews.
Oh,
I
yeah?
suppose. I don't know.
As long as they're like,
Anything
I think
Will
as long as they're
Patton-
above 6'5" and
Yeah.
like probably
They're
black
British.
or
They're
British.
a good reader.
like if
Then
Anyone
it's
who's
good.
it's
British,
good,
I always like.
if they're
their-
built like James Earl Jones or something.
Yeah.
Like you have Darth Vader reading
Yeah.
you the script.
I know that like when comics write their books, like autobiographies or whatever, they do.
their own.
Yeah, they do their own, which is cool because they actually wrote it, so they know how to say it.
Right. Yeah, well, I mean, as a comic, I wouldn't want... Because, I mean, even simple nuances in your voice, like, really makes the joke, like Seinfeld's, like, it's the difference between attorney and lawyer sometimes, and it really is. Like, I mean, I'm sure you know that, too. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, I wouldn't want anybody reading any of my jokes or any of my stories, like,
Because they wouldn't hit it right.
They wouldn't hit it right,
The
they
rhythm. They don't have your rhythm.
Yeah, not... Exactly. Exactly. Not
Dancing. Okay, so did you like Nancy was a terrible child, know what I mean? And I was very good.
Right up there. It's terrible.
She in and out of juvenile hall, which I mean, half the time I didn't even believe what
didn't
she
even
did.
visit.
But now, I mean, like, well, I couldn't ride my bike; it's far.
It is far.
Oh, I was awful. Is that if that's what we're getting
Yeah.
at? I was the worst.
Really?
Oh my god, I was so bad.
That private school didn't work, huh?
Oh no, we used to. Okay, so my class was the worst class. We
At private school, kids are real bad there.
yeah, well, because it's
All
all the
kids are
snotty
bad.
nose like super privileged. I mean,
But
I went to a different
underprivileged is bad too.
right. Oh yeah,
Not
well,
everyone's
I went,
poetic
yeah, St.
justice.
Mary's. St. Mary's was a little
Dangerous
different.
mind.
Yeah. Same thing.
Yeah.
Not everybody's
Janet
Tupac and
Jackson's in
Janet
one of them.
Jackson. Just driving mail trucks. It's not everyone.
Yeah, but I was not good. Jesus. Let's see. So we used to go around. Those like, how in like old ladies in neighborhoods will be like, those kids.
Yeah.
Well, we were those kids.
You were.
Like the people trashing the mailboxes and all of that stuff. Like that was us.
Did you spray easy cheese in them?
No, we actually did this
Yeah,
thing.
who would do that?
We did this thing that we called
One hot, wet American summer.
we did this thing that we called the cum bomb, where we would take gel. We'd take like gel, like homemade gel, like for your hair, and we would mix milk in it. And then like
Ew.
we would throw it at somebody's car or house, and then overnight it would solidify, and it would look and it would solidify to just look like a giant ejaculated all over a car or something. Like
Shrek.
Holy
it was
shit.
amazing. And,
Does it come off?
like, yeah, but like if you did it on a car, they'd have to like scrape it off, and then they're
Oh, my
scraping their own
God.
car. And we would always go for the most expensive car. Like if you had an Aston Martin, like your ass was asking for it. Like,
How many Aston
Actually, I
Martins
like
did
that,
you
dude. That's
find
very
in-
Robin Hoodie.
yeah,
in
exactly.
Glendale?
Huh?
How many Aston Martins did you find in Glendale?
Well, see, like here's the weird thing about going
One.
to a
There was
private
one.
school is like
Well, Glendale has really nice pockets.
Exactly.
Homes, though,
Exactly.
I'll say
So there's a lot of people who like give money and give scholarships to like people who can't afford to go to private school. So you get like demographics from all over the place, and you get like super rich families actually paying for their kid and someone else's kid to go there. And so like when I would go hang out with them in their neighborhoods, and first off, I was like, oh, God, this is heaven. Like, you guys have candy in your doorway all of the time? Like,
not just at Halloween.
Like, it was insane. And so we would go and, like, so some of our friends would be, like, living in, like, super great neighborhoods, and I was like, I'm going to fuck this place up. Like, I don't like that you have this. Like, so, yeah, they would get cum-bombed. Like,
oh my God, dude!
Somebody did that to my car. I'd flip out.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, thinking about it now, like it wasn't a good thing to do.
Yeah, I did crappy things when I was a kid. I totally get it.
Like what?
Nothing like that.
Oh. Well.
I remember me and my friends would like throw eggs and shit at people's houses.
That's horrible.
I know. If somebody did that
now
to
that we're
my
homeowners,
house,
it's like, dude.
Yeah. I'm not insured for
not
that.
cool.
Like, that's over the
like,
line.
Oh yeah, we. Yeah, and I remember this one time.
I get mad when I see trash in my neighborhood, not even by my house. Like, there's this one house where some teenagers live, and people always throw trash over the wall, the fence, like water bottles and stuff. It makes me so mad. It's not even in front of my house.
Oh, you should get like a BB gun.
Yeah.
And then like post out like sniper style, you know, like a psychopath. And,
I think I'm gonna have
like shoot children.
No, I'm gonna have you cum bomb them. I'm gonna show you the house, and you can cum bomb them. They're always in their hot tub, being loud, past 10 o'clock.
You're the movie Neighbors, dude. You're Seth
I am
Rogen.
that old lady. I'm so bad. So I'm going to show you the house.
I've never done that.
And you're going to cum bomb their jacuzzi because they're always out there. They make my dogs bark, and it pisses me off.
God, that's awful.
Yeah, they're awful.
Well, I mean, they're teenagers in a jacuzzi. Like, if that's not already a cum bomb, I don't know.
That's true.
What is?
But I don't understand why trash has to come over the fence every night.
That's
and
true.
It's like.
Oh God! When I lived in on 13th Avenue in Roosevelt, which is also like not the greatest neighborhood. Trash was everywhere. It was awful. There was like an empty lot across the street, and that's where like the homeless people would live and stay and stuff. And the city would come and clean the trash up, and it would be spotless. And then all of a sudden, it would start to accumulate from like the back of that lot, and it would slowly move forward, and then it was in the street. And then it'd be in our yard, and then I'd clean my yard, and then it just it's like the sludge, like just keeps coming and over. And then we would have people digging through our trash at night, which is like really weird because we're like, oh God, how do I confront this? Like,
you don't.
It's scary. It's scary, you know.
You throw fresh food away, throw like Cokes and shit in there. It's like, oh, it's trash. That's one way to feed the homeless.
Right, exactly. And then like, it's a weird thing because you can't have. Like, they would come up to our doors. Exactly. They would come up to our door and, like, ask for water and stuff, and you couldn't...
I threw a whole pack of water away last week for you.
Exactly. Like, and it's just like, it's not like I don't want to... I'm not like some assholes like, no, I don't want to give the homeless people water, but it's just like, you guys keep coming back. Like, and you're scaring me. You're scaring me.
Right.
The problem is I'm scared for my safety.
Just leave it outside.
Exactly. But I want to help them, so it's just...
Yeah, but then when you stop putting stuff out, then they come to your door, and they're like, hey, where's my shit, man?
You can't win that battle.
Yeah, no, you can't. Like,
then you're like, dude, I'm a comedian. I have less money than you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not afraid to tell a homeless person that at all. They're like, can I have $1? And like, I literally say, like, dude, I'm not that far off from you. And I just keep walking. Like, I'm 2 steps away from you, homie. Like,
I was at the grocery store the other day, and someone
I just have
ran
clean
up to me.
clothes.
Yeah.
That's it, bro.
Someone runs up to me in the parking lot, this girl. She runs up to me in the parking lot. She's like, I have no money for food. Can you give me money for food? And I had my daughter with me, and I was like... Fuck, fine. I had cash. Like,
she needs to learn a good lesson.
Yeah,
like,
so I had $17 in cash, and I just handed it to her. Because I feel like such an asshole. Like, here's $2 of my 17. So I just gave it to her. I was like, fucking get out of my face. She came up to me right at my car. I was so pissed. So then she runs away, and she runs up to, the girl looked like she was maybe 18, 19, runs up to this woman who was older than her, could have been her mom, they had a cart full of groceries. And she's like, I got some money. And they like ran and got in their car and left. I was like, you fucking bitch.
Oh my God.
Made me so mad.
That sucks, dude.
Yeah.
People suck.
I went there for like one thing.
They really do.
They clearly had a cart full of groceries. Like, she had $17. Like,
oh God.
Now I don't have $17. I was pissed.
Right.
But then I didn't want to be like, no, we don't give our money away in front of my child. So.
Right. Right.
And my daughter was like, why'd you... Like, she's had so many questions after that. And I was just like...
So do you become a better person after you have children?
No.
No, worse.
Oh, okay.
An angrier person.
Really?
Yeah. Your patience runs super thin with everything.
And they take all your money. You have less money. You have less patience. You have less
but
of
you have
everything.
to be good in front of them all the
No,
time.
you don't.
No, you just have
Really?
less of everything. Like, anything you have, now you have to share it.
Oh, God. I don't have anything.
Exactly. Share
Dude.
nothing and tell me
I have
what a
free
good
pizza on
person.
Tuesday nights.
Yeah. Share nothing and tell me what a good person you turn into.
Okay.
You probably
Alright.
turn into a really bad person.
Okay.
Yeah. Look,
But for whatever reason, it's worth it.
Kids change your life. I mean, you have a different perspective and outlook on things, but
You get scared of everything.
I've seen Nancy with her kids. She's seen me with my son. We don't change. What you see and hear us talking here, it's the same way we talk to our kids and are.
We're pretty open with our kids.
I've heard that that's actually better for children.
My kids know who I really am.
Like
if you're sheltering and like babying children,
then
they become immature and they act like children for their whole life.
Yeah.
For a horrible way to say it, I bully my child.
Hey, that's what you need to
toughen
do.
them up.
Well, if nobody's going to do it in school, dude, I got to fuck with them at home because it's what makes a person.
Yeah.
I didn't get bullied in school, but knowing that it was there was like it made you fucking see it and learn how to deal with it. So because I can't rely on kids at a school to beat the shit out of them, I got to be like, pick on them a little bit and teach them. And like, dude, be a smart person. Like, don't fuck up.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
Exactly.
So my parenting style isn't. It's not. I wouldn't recommend it, but it's what I know and it's what I do. And my son and I have a fucking great time.
He's shy. He's a little
super shy.
Now, when he's around you, is he like that?
6. He's almost 7.
So we're talking about just to clarify, we're talking about a 6-year-old.
Yeah, I get a lot. Like my daughter's shy too, so I get a lot of like, well, is she shy at home or like whatever? Like, no, she's very comfortable at home. Like she's shy around everybody else.
Yeah, 'cause
My
parenting
son's
fascinates
comfortable
me,
once he
I could
knows.
never.
You could.
I probably could.
When you're not given a choice, dude, you
have to.
Can easily do it.
Exactly.
It's not
You just
difficult.
bring him with you to pizza. Get him some free pizza. He'll be fine. What's that one comedian?
I
He
brought
says,
my son to shows.
being a parent's easy. When I'm hungry, I think to myself, person.
Chad Daniels. Chad.
He says,
Chad's great.
Person might be hungry too.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, when you're thirsty, just give them a little bit of water. Like,
that's
when
great.
you're eating steak, just cut theirs smaller.
Smaller, yeah.
I mean, on the opposite end, like, there's the whole Louis thing where he's like, I made you chicken. It's great chicken. Eat the chicken. Like,
you'll die if you don't eat it.
Exactly.
I'll go to jail, you fucker.
Is the Chad guy the same guy who says how his wife's like she's the one in the cape, the superhero or whatever? Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
I can't remember how to tell anyone to watch it, but it's really funny.
Yeah, Chad. He just actually recorded a new hour.
Really?
Yeah, he's awesome.
Jesus,
that one is where his wife's like, go get the kids food. Do you know
think
how?
you can handle it?
Yeah, he's like, no, no, I don't know how to get my kids fucking food. He's like, I'm a human being.
But he's like,
Does anybody know where my wife is? She's the one in the cape.
Yeah.
She's the one in the cape.
But he says how people always say, I couldn't raise a kid. I can't keep plants alive. They're not plants. A little bit different.
Yeah.
I've actually let a plant die, now that I think about it.
I've let them die on purpose because I don't feel like watering them anymore. How many times have you ever received a plant as a gift?
You have weird friends. I've never received
My
a plant
mother-in-law
as a gift.
gifts me plants for my birthday all the time, and I always tell her,
here it is.
I don't have a green thumb. Like, don't give me something I'm gonna
I
kill.
feel like
Potentially setting me up to murder something.
Yeah.
And I tell her that. Do you have it?
Yeah. Should I play it?
Yes, play it.
It's like 3 minutes long.
Society makes dads look like idiots all the time, right? There's a commercial on where there's a guy like, I'm going to put up these Venetian blinds. And then 10 minutes later, he's like, no, I'm stuck in them. Fuck you. No one's ever been stuck in Venetian blinds. The only reason he was putting up the Venetian blinds is because his wife started it and then goes, I don't think the drill's charged. Can you do the rest of this? Oh, he didn't like that? Well, it happens all the time. Women are project starters. And then they're like, I drilled a hole. I'm done. Yeah, see, right here. You looked at her, she nodded back to you. Yes, that is true. There was a confirmation that happened at the front table here. He looked. He is telling the truth, isn't he? I believe so. And then they nodded, and now they're going to go happy. They're happy together, knowing that that's the truth. Some of you are denying it, and fuck you. That's how I feel right now. Some of you are like, I don't know. I have never started a... Well, fucking, you started the sentence and didn't finish it. Because you probably got all worried that there was a drill involved. You're like, I don't think this is the sentence I want to... I love how I accused a fake woman of not finishing a sentence that I'm the one that was doing it. What a piece of shit. But there's other things. There's double standards, right, for moms and dads. If a dad leaves his family, those kids are bastards. If a mom leaves her family, they didn't even come up with a word for that because they never thought it would happen. It's a double standard, right? I know some of you women are like, well, it's because women don't abandon their children. And I agree with that. You drown them. I mean, you can get mad, but stats don't lie. Right? Dads leave, moms get even, and it's fucked up. It's real fucked up. I honestly ask you, what would you rather say on your 10th birthday? I wish my dad was here, or... I'm not going to tell you how to think. That's why I give you options. But I think in this case, it's clear. I miss my dad. My wife treated me like an idiot one time. We were at the food court. It was pretty funny. She goes, I'm going to go over here and get a sandwich. Do you need some help getting the kids some food? No. I know how to buy food, you twat. Right? You're covering your face like, I can't believe he called her a twat. She asked me if I needed help buying food. You understand that? I'm a grown. It's not like I walk up to the store and I'm like, I'll take one of those. What's that? I need money? Oh, I didn't know that. I'm just a dad. Let me go get the mom. She knows everything. Can I leave the kids here? Do I have to take them with me? I don't know what to do. My dick doesn't let my brain work all the way. Can somebody grab my wife? She's the one in the cape. Come on. That's ridiculous. It was at the food court where there was only one set of footprints because that's where she carried me.
I think that's probably one of my favorites of all times. No, you're a single dad. You don't have those problems. You don't get stuck in the blinds, do you?
No, I never put myself in that situation.
I mean, do you ever think of a situation where you've been like, oh my gosh, I need a woman for this kid right now?
No, I need my dad for everything. I call my dad for anything that happens in my house. Like, there's a bird flew in my house because I left the door open. I called my dad. I'm like, hey, there's this bird in the house. Will you please come over and get the bird out?
Did he get it?
Yeah, he got it.
Oh,
and then my dog ate the bird the second it went outside.
That's awesome.
You should have just let your dog inside.
They were. But the bird was way
height.
up top and couldn't reach. And then, dude, it was freaky as shit, to be honest.
Well, when
just
birds
flaps
act
its wings, doesn't know where to go.
it's scary.
Yeah. Everything. The sliding glass door broke, kind of. I was like, Dad, can you fix? The sink's broken. Please, can you fix this?
So
Dude, I'm a guy, but I'm not a man.
Not yet.
Right.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Your dad's a man. You're still just a guy.
When I turned
Definitely
13
Yeah.
as a Jew, I became a man, and then I just reverted back to
Your
being
dad
a
said,
dude.
not yet,
as I got
son.
older.
Not yet. So as a single dad, you think you've got it under control? I mean, I see you. You seem fine. Your son seems fine.
For the most part.
Yeah,
but,
you don't think he's missing out? He doesn't sound...
Somebody asked me the other day if I wanted to have any more kids. I haven't thought about it because I've been dealing with this one.
Right.
You still have kids.
My answer was I'm not opposed to it, but I don't want to do it alone.
Right.
I can't do this again alone.
Yeah.
Which wasn't the plan to begin with. I was married, but whatever, it happens.
Why not have your kid raise your kid?
That's a good idea.
Because that's the premise of
that's
babysitting.
That's what I'm doing.
Like, you just, wait till he's like 13, which is like...
I'm going to have an 11-year-old here.
That's true.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Teach him early,
Well, and his mom had a baby 8 weeks ago, something like that, 2 months ago. Who gives a shit? It's not my kid. And but he's cool about being a brother. He's like, we're in the car driving. He goes, I'm going to be a great big brother. And I'm like, how's that gonna be? How are you gonna be a great big brother? He's like, I'm gonna teach her how to like throw a ball and stuff. I'm like, so you're just gonna make her a lesbian? Like that's your plan? He's like, I'm gonna teach her how to kick a soccer ball and throw a baseball.
Oh, so he's gonna be an older brother to a girl.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's the best. I'm an older brother to a sister. Yeah. And it was like having a maid for like the first half of my life. Like she literally ironed my clothes sometimes.
My brother would ask me to do
do
everything for him. My brother bossed me around constantly.
Older brother?
It was until she found out she can kick me in the balls.
He was 6 years older than me.
that the roles changed.
6 years older than me.
Oh,
So I
okay.
thought he was really cool, and he thought I was his maid. So.
Right.
Yeah.
See, we're actually
How much older are you?
Yeah, we're only a year and a half apart.
Oh.
Wow.
So it was
That's
we were,
cool.
We were really close, but it was like I definitely made sure that she knew, like, I'm the alpha. I'm the older one. You know, like, my birthday came first in the year. It was also the summer birthday, so everything could be done well. And her birthday was like, you know, my birthday was at the water park. Hers was at the bowling alley. You know, just like little things like that where it's like, you know, mom and dad say we're even, but we all
Let's
know.
be honest.
Yeah. Like,
Let's look at the stats here, all right? And
Yeah.
it turns out I'm kicking your ass.
Birthday
Look at
parties
this. Check the
don't lie.
scoreboard.
check the scoreboard. Yeah. Birthday party, water park. Like,
Dude, what's your favorite age so far in life?
oh man, you know, I have to say my age right now.
How old are you?
23. I'm
you're
23.
That's always my favorite age.
I'm 23.
Really?
And every time it's ever come up, I always said 23.
Well, the thing is like I'm not old enough to like have ages, like two separate ages where I feel as smart as my last age, if you know what I mean. Like I think I'm young enough to where I look back on every other age and being like, even like 23 to 22, I was like, that guy was an idiot. Like that guy was absolutely dumb. Like,
Man, I'd be 9.
I always say
Yeah.
23, but then again, my life keeps changing, obviously, and it's like so much better in different ways.
right.
So, I mean, I'd always have to say like 23. I'm just kidding. Maybe I haven't hit
well,
it yet.
you know,
Maybe we
I
haven't
didn't-
hit our best age yet.
I didn't think that ages, you know, when I was catered to by parents counted because those were the best.
Yeah.
You know, like
Popping cum bombs.
That's
on
what I'm
people.
saying.
yeah,
Yeah, but-
exactly. There was no
Whatever that age
consequences
was.
for
You had
for
nothing to
cum
do,
bombs.
man.
You could
You
do-
had school, but looking back, that didn't
School is
matter.
easy.
Yeah,
That was
school definitely
I liked school because that's where I got to hang out with my friends.
exactly.
Yeah, at the time I thought
All it was
really
was
hard.
like a little bit. It was like pieces of information.
Yeah.
and like hanging out. And that's
I
all
worked
school
on
was.
stand up at school. I was like the class clown. So every day I'm like, cool, what one-liners can I crush today in class?
5th grade, I got most likely to be a stand-up comedian. It's
Dude,
not,
that's awesome.
Not as fulfilling as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
But I mean, here I am.
I think
living
what
the
they were
dream.
saying
Get
is you
free
should drop out now.
pizza.
Yeah, exactly. They knew. They already knew.
Pizza, you can't beat
that's true. I
that.
can't beat free pizza. I gotta keep hanging on to the free pizza. They had a special with andouille sausage last week, though. Like, do you guys know how good that is?
No.
No,
Amazing.
we need pizza.
Nancy's been talking pizza for a while now. Her baby's been kicking it back, and I've been catching it.
I feel so bad for you having that baby and not being able. I'm a bartender as well, so like not drinking.
Oh,
is,
dude.
like,
How hard is that?
oh, it's amazing. I love it, but I also hate it. You know, because I get people at their best, and then I make them their worst. You know,
right.
like they come
in.
to me sober and
Blank
like
canvas.
like my
Is
the
that a
whole-
joke in your act?
Well, not yet, but like
Fuck,
but
that's
actually,
funny, man.
I've been working on that. Like, you know, I want to get you to the point where you're sending dick pics to mom. You know what I mean? Like,
Do you though? Do you? I mean, as a bartender, do you get annoyed with
hell,
drunk
fucking
people?
yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Who's worse, drunk, girls or guys?
Oh God.
Girls,
No,
ding, ding, ding,
no,
ding, ding, ding.
it's different because girls are like more annoying in the specific like traditional
In a-
terms
in a
of
very
annoying.
obvious way.
Yeah, in a very obvious way. But guys get like they just get like
Mean?
like very like gorilla-y, you know, and like ooh ah ooh like you know like like and as a bartender, you know, like girls are like always like hitting on you and such, like, you know, it's true. They think I'm going to give them a free drink. Like, no, I'm a professional, you know what I mean? But like, whatever. And like, guys just get like overprotective of themselves and just like, and then just like,
Of themselves.
just like,
Yeah.
oh man, it's like,
And you see it progress. You see
Oh.
them come in just normal, and
Yeah.
they just get worse and worse
and worse
and
and worse and worse.
Yeah.
And
You know what's funny? I walk in to a bar and I'm quiet and just reserved. I kind of just take it all in.
right.
but I usually sit at the bar because, one, you get served pretty immediately.
Yeah.
And you can just sit and bullshit and mess around eventually when you open up, and it's fun. It actually is fun. Like, it's part of why I love traveling. I like going to airports and hanging out at the airport bar with just random people and bullshitting. So it's kind of like that. But it's just funny for me to even know the progression of quiet reserve, just kind of watching the TV, listening, and then eventually it cracks where I'm just like, hey guys, what's up? I'm here.
Yeah. And for
they're not there yet. And they're like, who's this guy?
Yeah, it's just like, I'm the bartender. Annoying. I'm supposed to make you comfortable, but then all of a sudden...
You're supposed to make you drunk.
Yeah, exactly. I'm supposed to make you drunk and I'm supposed to make you comfortable, but all of a sudden, like, if you're like... getting racist or something, which happens all of the time.
Really?
Oh yeah, people like get drunk and like I don't know why, but their immediate thing is to like, especially when I'm like I'm a comedian and they're like tell me a joke and I'm like it doesn't work like that, and then the bar is a great place to work material.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
But then and then everybody wants to tell their own joke and insert something racist because that's all everybody knows how to. And it's like I tell racist jokes sometimes, but it's like I construct a joke, it's not like just
You're not like, just being racist
exactly.
And drunk.
It's not the typical like 3 Jews walk into a bar and it burns down, or something stupid like that.
It's not a bad
It's
joke.
just a story. It's not even a joke.
Yeah, it's just like no, that was just rude.
Yeah. I actually saw that in the newspaper. So what?
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I'm just bringing it up conversation.
Yeah.
Man, I can't hear for shit.
Right.
So being a bartender, I could never do it. Like, I don't know how they hear to begin with because I can't hear myself saying it.
Right.
What I want, and I'm just ordering like a regular beer or whatever.
Right.
How the hell do you get it right every time?
Man, like I'm a bartender by like trade, so like that's what I do. Shit, I know fucking over 100 cocktails at least. I know how to make them. I know every single ingredient. I know like down to like half ounces, full ounces, 3/4 of an ounce, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. If you know what I mean. It's kind of like anything. Like if you're really good at it, it looks easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
But you can
I'm
hear
mindful.
everyone every time.
Oh yeah, I'm mindful
What's
of everything.
the most popular drink people order?
It depends on
Girls.
Lemon drop martini or vodka shots.
Vodka shots. Oh, right.
Like flavored vodka shots.
Okay, I was like,
God,
vodka
I'll take.
hurts.
But honestly, it depends on like the kind of bartender you are too.
Oh.
Because there's like a few different styles of bartenders. There's like your club bartender, the bartender at the club, and then there's like, because right now I'm working at like a marketplace, like a sit down, like really nice restaurant. So that's like a different kind of bartender. Like I'm making like craft cocktails, like fashions and Sazeracs and blah blah blah, and yada yada yada. So those.
What's in a yada yada yada?
Sounds delicious.
Private school blood? What was that?
Cum bombs.
Yeah, cum bombs. Yeah.
He's been a chemist since he was young.
Yeah, really. Yeah, so it just depends. But yeah, vodka shots. A lot of vodka shots. Tequila. People love tequila.
I'm a tequila drinker. That's all I drink.
Yeah.
Well, besides wine.
Dude, the second that baby comes out of Nance, shot of tequila.
Nice. What tequila do you drink?
I like Camarena. I know that's like not popular.
As long as it's not Patron.
It's not Patron. I love it. I don't know why.
Yeah. I thought you liked Patron, though.
I do. I like it all, but that's my favorite. That's my favorite.
Patron
one.
is actually bottled and made by Don Julio. It's not even like it's
I
like
stole
fake.
a bottle
It's
of
like
that
super
one
fake.
night.
Don't.
Yeah.
Oh man, you guys might get some backlash because I'm bashing Patron on the show, but like whatever.
What?
We don't sponsor. They don't sponsor us.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's.
But by the way, Lucky Buddha.
Yeah, if you're listening,
Lucky Buddha.
I'll drink any tequila as long as I'll drink anything. I don't care.
I used to work at a Vietnamese restaurant, and Lucky Buddha sold so hard.
It's
and I was
the
like,
best.
Oh yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Dude, it's my favorite of all time. It is the fucking best.
Do you keep the bottles? Do you keep the?
I don't.
He's not a hoarder.
Well, if I did, my house would be full of Lucky Buddha bottles. I couldn't move. I love that shit, man.
Yeah, Lucky Buddha's great, and like I always told my friends who like smoke weed, like keep the bottles. Fill it with sand because you could be stereotypical and have like a Buddha ashtray. Like, go ahead, fulfill your dream. You know what I mean? Like,
that's funny, dude. Yeah, that's cool that you even know Lucky Buddha because not many people know it. And out here in Phoenix, barely anybody sells it.
Yeah.
So, like, the second I hear a restaurant like sells it, I'm like, dude, I'm there. I'll be a fucking patron. And one day, I was at like Cold Beer and Cheeseburgers, is a pretty popular spot in Phoenix, and I found out they had it. So I ordered. In Old Town Scottsdale. I ordered one. I saw it. They had like a drink menu. I haven't seen it since, but they saw it. I was like, oh shit, dude, I'll have that. So they bring one out, and then I order a second one, and then we were there for a long time, and I ordered a third, and it took them forever to get me the third one. I'm like, dude, what the hell is taking so long? And the manager of the place comes out. He goes, so you're the guy that keeps ordering these? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, we had to go get more because nobody orders them.
They were just out of stock.
Yeah, like they had to go to Total Wine to go get them.
You sell them.
Dude, I'm like, you could have told me you were out.
Do you like Southeast Asian food? Because they're at every Southeast Asian restaurant.
What's that? Chinese food?
Like Vietnamese. Like Vietnamese and Thai. Oh,
really?
dude, you got to try yourself some Vietnamese. I used to work at a Vietnamese. It's so good.
There's a mic at Chop and Walk that we've talked about on the show a bunch of times, and they used to have it. They had it for 2 weeks. And then I went back and like, Lucky Buddha. And they're like, we don't have that.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know what Chop and Walk is a mic in Phoenix. And the place is actually called Chop and Walk. I feel like that place doesn't know what it is.
No, it doesn't.
Like it has I feel like it used to be like a seafood restaurant because it has like nets hanging everywhere and stuff. But now it sells like Asian food, and not just one Asian food, but like all of the Asian food.
Yeah,
it does all Asian food, and it's like also very surfy and like rock star stuff is in there. The decorations throw you off completely.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. And then there's a comedy open mic.
It looks like an old karaoke bar.
Maybe it was. Maybe it was. I don't know. Huh. But they do stand up. I just went there. Eric and I went there this past. We haven't been in a long time. We went there this Thursday because we had to get a set in to work on stuff, and it was, well.
I mean,
it was okay.
There's a phrase that we use, like it's a chop. You know, it's like
yeah.
And it's great for what it is. I mean.
No, it totally is. I love it. I wish I could get there more. I just can't get it. Bingenheimer, yeah.
Bingenheimer.
Oh, he runs that, right?
Uh-huh.
That name.
Yeah.
Josh Bingenheimer? Yeah. But I think some people have been calling him Josh Bing. I'm like, dude, he's not Chandler from Friends. What the fuck are you calling him that for? I love Josh, though. I like that show, and I'm glad it goes on. All right. I want more stories from you before we wrap up here. Let's see. What can I get from you? Do you have a story where the statutes of limitations can't arrest you anymore, but would have arrested you if they still existed?
Oh, wow. I don't know what that means. I was going to pretend and be like, yes, but I need further explanation.
Don't tell it, because I don't know what the statutes of limitations are. I think it's like 10 years, and you're too young for any of that shit to happen. Like, yeah, I do. When I was in high school, I'm like, it was like 7 years ago, man.
That puts us at legal risk, because that would have made him under 18.
Yeah, totally.
It's like, where are you guys going with this? Back to the pig and the apple.
Yeah. I mean, I have some crazy stories if you want.
Yeah, go.
Oh, just any?
Just anything, dude. Whatever you want.
What were your favorite?
I'm way into stories, dude. Like, that's my thing. I love it.
God. Okay. Give me just any. Just,
your favorite.
My favorite story of ever. Man, I've already told the cum bomb. Are we still going to do the breakdown a little bit as well after this, or no?
What breakdown?
Of a joke.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Okay.
No, let's do that now.
Oh, let's do that now?
Yeah, let's do it now, because I think we're out of time. But we're not out of time yet, but
we're not out of time?
We're getting there.
Okay. Well...
Now, fuck it, dude. If you got a story, we're here. Let's do it, dude. Tell a story, and then we'll break down a joke.
Okay. Man, so, let's go with something stereotypical and amazing. Let's go with... let's lay down the premises. Let's say Vegas. Let's say drugs. Let's say epileptic best friend.
Oh, shit.
Let's go from there.
It's a good preface.
21st birthday.
Yours or friend?
Mine.
Okay.
My 21st birthday, we decided to go to Vegas. Like
I did that too.
Everyone does, right? Exactly. So
mine was boring, but the way you've already started yours, I'm like, well, I can't compete already.
Yeah. So we decided to go to Vegas, and I was nuts when I was a kid. Like when from 18 to 21, I did some crazy. Like one time I was drugged. One time I was like somebody dumped like 16 tabs of acid in my hand, and I was gone for like 3 days. Like, that's a different story, unless you want to hear that story.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, so I was that guy. You know that guy people say got drugged? That was me.
Yeah.
So we're going to Vegas, and literally a week before we go to Vegas, our friend gets diagnosed with epilepsy. So what's the best idea in the world? Take him to, like, the place with all of the lights and bring a ton of drugs with you.
Jesus.
And
okay.
so we're in Vegas, and we get to our room, and I mean that's where just stuff just goes. So we have all of our, like, just tons of whiskey, and I think like 2 grams of coke, 2 grams of coke, and like, I don't know, like 10 pills of Molly, and like an ounce of weed, and like I'm the worst kind of person, you know, like it's just so we decide to do them all at the same time, just to like have a great time, I suppose. And so we break up the pills and we mix them with the cocaine, and then we do that, and then we go out into the Vegas, which is Vegas, right? And my friend's epileptic, and we're just like in the casino floor, and he's just on coke, you know, like la di da, and lights just flashing lights everywhere, and I just start. You know, I see a bar, and my brain is on coke, and so I'm basically, my friends are like, you were basically sprinting to the bar. Like your brain just went, go get alcohol. So I was like, yes. So I'm like running towards the bar, and apparently I turn around and look for my friend, and as I turn around, my friend starts seizing in the middle of the casino floor. And I'm like, fuck it. And I leave him there like a squishy tomato in a grocery store. Like, I'm just like, not good. Whatever. And I'm an awful friend. And then, like, I go back up to the room. And I see that there's drugs everywhere. And then, all of a sudden, my friend, I hear running. I hear, like, and my friend runs into the room, like, closes the door and puts both arms out in front of the door like something, like, is about to go on. And he's like... He's like, hotel security is bringing our friend up right now because they need to get him back to our room. And I look around the room, and I'm like, oh my God, like, what do we do? So I just like dust the drugs into a drawer and like throw everything like on the bed. Just like flip the blanket onto the bed, like floffed it, you know? Is that the word? Like, to floff?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we bring him back in, and then he has another seizure in the bed.
Oh shit, man.
And then the next day we do it again.
And
he just drank.
Took it easy that night.
Yeah, he took it easy. He drank and smoked a lot of weed.
Had 2 epileptic seizures. So I'm just going to drink the next night, man.
Yeah.
Play it low key.
Yeah. And one of them had to come back from rehab. He just got back. So
congrats for him.
Yeah,
good job.
yeah. So yeah, that's who I was. Just a little insight into my life. Yeah.
Dude, what is this 16 things of acid in your hand?
Oh yeah. Oh my God. I can't even. So, this girl I was dating at the time. She went on a camping trip, and while she went on a camping trip, some guy moved into her apartment that she didn't know. So I pick her up from her parents.
So he was like squatting at her place?
No, well, like he just moved in, and while she was gone, so she didn't know him. So I go get her, and then I bring her to her place, and this guy's there. And this guy is like, you know, he introduces himself to her, and then he introduces himself to me, and I go to shake his hand, and his first thing, red flag already, his first thing is like, I'm a hugger. So I'm like, oh God. Like, of course you're a hugger. So he hugs me. And then he's like...
Which is worse than saying, I'm a mugger.
Yeah, exactly.
And then hugs you. It's like, at least I get he's trying to rob me.
And then he's like, dude, come into my room with me really quickly. You know, just us. We got to talk about some things. I was like, this is creepy, but sure. Then he asks me, do you like acid? And I'm like, I've done it a few times. Like, sure. He's like, hold out your hand. I hold out my hand, and he dumps like a quarter of a vial in my hand. And from that point on, I'm just in, like, la-la land.
So it, like, activated, it's such a dumb question. Like, activated in your hand? It wasn't like on sheets. You didn't have to put it in your mouth or anything.
Well, I mean, you could synthesize it to a liquid form. So
you did that?
Well, it actually comes in a liquid form. So it comes in a liquid form, and then people actually put it onto the dots.
Oh,
so
see,
originally it's in like So yeah, that's what happened, and he was the worst kind of person, like the whole the guy who drugged me was the worst kind of person. Go figure, right?
Why did he do that to you?
Probably because he didn't want to trip by himself. He's one of those people who like needs people with him. But let's just say he was like, I couldn't play any other. He had to play Fish. He was that person. Like he had to play the Grateful Dead and Fish, and there was like no other band in the world ever. And I was like, you can kill yourself.
Damn, man, that sucks. That's why my friends are all Mormons, right, Nance?
Yeah, and we don't hug.
We don't hug.
Half of my family's Mormon.
Oh, really?
All of my family's
Nancy's
Mormon.
Really? So yeah, I have half of my family's Catholic and half of my family's Mormon.
Oh, wow.
That's a perfect mix.
Whenever BYU and Notre Dame play each other, it's like holy war,
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
All right, so one thing we did say, we're going to break down a joke. So what do you got?
Okay, so you know how like I mentioned that I was a bartender?
Yes.
And like all of the weird people you meet like working in the food industry. Well, I went up to serve this guy one day, and I noticed that this guy was like an actual white supremacist. Like he had like white supremacist, like he had like white power down both of the legs and like a swastika on his neck.
Oh God.
But like whatever. I'm gonna be the bigger guy, and I go up to this guy and I'm like, hey, my name's Kapono. How may I help you? And like shit you not, this guy turns to me and says, "Do you have any vegan options?" I met a vegan white supremacist. And
Food allergies.
Like,
do you have any vegan options? Do you have any race options?
Exactly.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Exactly. So like that whole thing is just like, well, this guy's like set up twist already. Like I have to talk about you. So I'm like, that was the weirdest conversation I've ever had in my life. Like,
Did you have any vegan options?
No. Okay. And then I get into this. I'm like, this guy was severely confused, Like, I worked at a Vietnamese restaurant at the time, which is like, and it was authentic as shit, Like, the type that, like, a non-vet would have, like, walked in there and just, like, shot himself. Like, super authentic.
What do you have? The PTSD. I got to get the fuck out of here.
I got to get out of here. Yeah, exactly. It was really authentic. And I get into this whole thing where it's like, like, first off, as a white supremacist, you shouldn't even be allowed to eat at other cultures' restaurants, Like, you should only be allowed to eat baked beans and ketchup your whole life.
White food.
Yeah, the whitest food ever, And then it's just, like, I get into this whole thing where it's, like, the conversation was weird. Like, does this bread have eggs in it? Have you heard of eugenics? And then I get into this thing. I was like, I think this guy was so confused that he voted for Obama. It goes something like, I know he's black and all, but you have to look at his policies because white people need a planet to live on too. And like, yeah, that's my vegan white supremacist joke.
Dude, it's like that guy went to the restaurant and was ordering, and you were like looking at him funny. He's like, "Oh fuck, I forgot my hood."
Yeah,
they know who I am.
They know who I am. And like, I'm pretty positive I have his story pegged down. He goes where all white people go to become white supremacists, which is prison. And he goes to prison, and like,
they said after here, move south, and he was like, "Oh, Arizona, no, the South."
No, yeah, exactly. Well, I think he's like, he probably wasn't a real white supremacist, but to not die in prison, you kind of got to draw some. You got to
play along.
Yeah, you got to play the game.
Yeah,
Aryan Brotherhood.
Yeah, exactly. And I think he's like, I don't know why, but being vegan is like his big repent.
That's his punishment for being a white supremacist.
Exactly.
You have to be vegan. That's his part of his parole.
Yeah, exactly. Like his blood has to be pure or something. I don't know. So yeah.
Fuck, man. You gotta break this guy down in the story. Like take all different angles on him. Make up or whatever he did order. Make fun of that with him. Like when you tell it, you just got to beat the shit out of this guy for being who he is verbally.
Yeah.
Or, which part of comedy is you embellish sometimes. Like something happens to him in the restaurant from somebody else doing something, whatever. Like a Vietnamese person comes out. They're like, talk about having other countries' backs, dude. The Vietnamese are crushing it. Like, come to my restaurant, white person, piece of shit. And then I don't know. I do terrible accents, but
he's a great.
But you could play an angle like that too. So you're just not the only person killing this guy, so you come off looking bad too.
Right, exactly.
Which I don't know how you would with a piece of shit person like that.
Right, exactly.
But he's like awful on every angle. I think anyone with severe food distinction is a terrible
That's okay.
person.
You're right. That's even better.
Yeah. That's worse than being a white.
Oh
person.
yeah, well, like
that's a great angle to play.
At the end of the joke, I'm like, I kicked him out because fuck vegans.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
That's the angle
what
to
I
play.
thought.
His biggest crime was that he's a fucking vegan.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're a vegan, you don't go out in public. You don't eat it. You don't make that other people's problem.
No, you don't.
And they do. It's what they do. I'm going to make my food problems your problem.
Yeah, I mean, they have their own restaurants.
Yeah, exactly. Stick to white supremacist vegan restaurants.
Exactly. Well, I mean, I'm sure if you went to
it's
a
like,
vegan
would he
restaurant,
go
those
to
people would
a
flip.
black only club? No, he wouldn't. So why would you go to a restaurant and
Yeah, especially like one that
ask for a meat restaurant and ask for vegan food or whatever.
Exactly. And I mean, most places will have their own little options for you and
rice.
whatnot.
Yeah, here's some rice.
Yeah. A lot of people do just eat rice.
Vietnamese.
Yeah, exactly. Hawaiians as well. They only eat rice. It's true.
Huh.
Well, Kapono, we've reached that time. We do got to wrap up, man. But first of all, I super appreciate you coming in, man. It's good getting to know you in this realm too. It's cool.
Thank you for having me. I really like this. Yeah, thank you.
We loved it. We want you to come back eventually, man. We'll set something up for you to come back and just tell really fucked up stories.
That's who I am.
But again, promote everything that you want to.
Yeah, again, follow me on Twitter, at Rose Your Boat, the way I spelt it in the beginning. So just rewind, listen to that. You can follow me on Instagram. My first name is Kapono. Add me on Facebook, Kapono Rowe. Tonight, I'll be at the Taffy Room. 17th of December, I'll be doing Pep Rally at Matt's Stores. And come to # Comedy Corner every Tuesday night at Grand Ave Pizza at 9.
Do it. Fucking do it. And then,
listen to Kevin.
Guys, have a good week. We'll see you next week.
This has been another proud production of the 4-Eyed Radio Network. You want to see more shows, go check out www.4eyeradio.com, you winkers.